Hey guys, welcome back. Morris here, and today we have finally review for Far Cry New Dawn. It's a new game, probably everyone has already played through it, but well, I just wanted to make this review because I love Far Cry games, and let's jump right to. I have 10 points, 10 categories, how I evaluate all the games, and I will give my pros and cons and the rating and then overall rating. So nothing that strict. And yeah, you can see in the background there's my gameplay recorded specifically. I try to show different aspects of the game, but yeah, let's not waste any more time. First criteria is graphics. As you can see, game is running awesome, smoothly. There's no pros. The cons I'm giving is the graphics is beautiful and the game is pretty well optimized. By that I mean I don't have high-end rig, uh, no RTX GeForce to 2080 Ti and such things, but it's still I can achieve pretty damn good views and explosions and everything, and approximately the game runs around 100 FPS for me, or for Nvidia's 1070. So I think that's a good rating. So I'm giving 9. Simple as that. Game is really beautiful. All right, next point is music. You probably can hear in a moment. That's mostly when in a fight. The music is lovely and the fights are great. The music is automatically kind of switching on whenever there's fight going on. It automatically picks up, and that really gives the awesome experience and then the gameplay itself. But what is pros for the music is annoying radios. Whenever you will see, most cases whenever you get in a truck, any car, anything, that music, that pop kind of, I don't know how to call it, not a big fan. And those are two different styles. One that you can hear in all the car radios, another when the actual fight is happening in game. And my opinion, the Far Cry 5, I will compare in many cases with Far Cry 5. There the music was better. The music really was immersive and gave the feeling and the vibe and everything. Here it's, I don't feel that, but it's not bad. It's still good. I'd say very good because I'm giving the rating for music 8. Next point is cinematics. Cinematics are, everyone who knows that the cons I'm giving is this is classic Far Cry style. You know how it happens. There's the storyline. Whenever the cutscene is triggered, there's cinematic in between. And to be fair, I liked it. There's nothing new invented, but those cinematics are good. They are well placed. They are not too often. They are not annoying, and yeah, I'm mentioning also for the cons, great additional to sentiment. I will not lie, there will be, I'm not spoiling anything, all the whole reviews are spoiler free, and everything for me is spoiler free, just the gameplay in the streams, but there is cutscenes that actually triggered some memories from Far Cry 5, which was really amazing in my opinion. And I'm just giving one pros for the cinematics. Nowadays, all the games kind of try to make, how to say, interactive, anything, dialogues and something, and still Far Cry is rolling out with the style. You change nothing. You are not in a driver's seat. Whenever there's cinematics or anything, you are like, yes, it's most of the cases it's you just sit there and see what's happening. You can't change anything. Of course, that's Far Cry, and I know, but they could still somehow made some decisions and changes or something. But yeah, that's maybe missing for me. That's why I'm giving cinematics 7, which is good, which is still good rating. Moving on is the story. Let's start with the pros. For me, well, if you have played the game, it's quite short game. So the story is short and not too immersive, because I was I hoped for the more this after nuclear strike feeling and understanding and surviving and everything. No, no, you're just, yeah, those are bad, those are good. Protect those, kill those, go for it. That was kind of, yeah, storyline could be longer at the game itself, but the cons I'm giving is um, what I liked really is Far Cry 5 references, and not references like you see something. For example, the same position where I started this video, there's a church in the background that was in the Far Cry 5, and all the locations and everything. It's not like a reference. It's exactly you see on every step something from Far Cry 5, but still no spoilers. In the story mode and everything, whenever you reveal and progress through the story, you will see more and more such points and characters and just the really awesome. If you have played Far Cry 5, you will notice them. If you haven't, probably that mean nothing for you. So still, and yeah, the characters that's a no that's not a secret. They put out themselves and the components and everything. There are some points where you see some flashbacks and something from Far Cry 5, which is really nice. I'm giving 7.5 for the story. Expected more, but well, game is the game. Now let's moving on. We have point. I'm calling it pacing. It's the game speed. And to be fair, I'm just checking. That's the lowest point this game receives from me, the rating, and I'm giving 6. For the cons, I'm giving for the pacing. It's always in Far Cry games. A lot of freedom, and by freedom I mean not like open world map, but freedom that you are not limited. The games tend to have still some barriers, still have some, I don't know, items you have never, you can't just achieve or loot before proceeding or something like this. Here it's not ease, but not as you don't feel those barriers and the blockers. So you can progress in kind of and start farming any kind of materials and everything. That freedom, I mean, like, and the freedom of pacing. You can just go kill animals in the wild and still good. That's the cons. But the most annoying part, that's why only 6 points, 6 rating for pacing, is game is too fast. And by fast I mean there's not a single moment where you don't have at least 2 or 3 points of interest which basically are screaming to you, come take this outpost, there's your mission, there's your side mission, there's animal that you want to kill. Like, there's not a single moment. And if the game was longer, there's two sides. If the game was longer, the pacing could stay the same. But as the game is really short, you should not push for the fast pacing. You should slow down. And they have other way around. Short game and fast pace, and it ends up in really fast. Like you end the game like, what? That was it? That's my problem. I'm not. The game is as long as it is, what they could create, and that the price point for the game I still think is pretty good, because it's cheaper. It's still cheaper. It came out 40 euros, and Far Cry 5 is still 60 euros up today. You can check in Ubisoft store. But okay, enough of this point. You will see that's my rating. Next point is content, which probably is the most to talk about. But let's start with the bad things, because it all ties together. There's little to do here, and by little to do is there's still collectibles, there's still animals to hunt and everything, but you can really do that quite not quite fast, like really fast. Catch few fishes, kill few animals, that's it. There's few outposts. There's the second point under content pros, I have reduced map. Even if you have the same size of the map, there's a fog, there's a radiation, the top content is barely touched, there's nothing happening on there. So it is the same map, but it's not the same map. And yeah, for the content, yeah, it's probably my fault. I expected more. Well, yeah. But what is really cool and awesome is a familiar place. Like familiar, I mean exact. You can see all those buildings you probably visited in Far Cry 5, but familiar but all new. There's no repetition whatsoever because there was a nuclear blast, and even if the town was there and the buildings are still half buried, rest of that, everything else, like for example this base, it's totally new. Everything is new. It's kind of familiar but new, and I like the for the content I'm giving thumbs ups. Thumbs up is a great weapon style. You can see I'm switching over. You can see the weapons are after nuclear explosion, and they are from the scraps tied together. It's really cool feeling. It's not like shiny, perfectly new weapons and such. I really like it because it's still all the content goes together. That's my for content. I have 6.5. Still not the greatest because it could be more if they are not reducing the map, and you got the point. The game is quite small, to be fair. Moving on is the game depth. One thing, still without spoilers, but that's quite if you are experienced Far Cry player. I was expecting this deep in my heart, and the developers provided me what I was expecting. By that I mean, I think from the Far Cry 4 definitely they began this idea that from the beginning they are revealing everything. You're basically perks, weapons you can unlock, upgradables and things and everything like that. But at one point in the game, when you progress and if you grind good enough, you think you got everything, and then there's a bam, and they are revealing something else. I call it two-step content revealing, because whenever you start losing this excitement that you've seen everything, Far Cry always deliver at one point somewhere in the middle of the story. They're like, bam, whole new bunch of weapons or area or anything, something. I will not. You will see yourself, and that is really cool. I was expecting this. And they delivered, so that's amazing. And another for the game depth, what they made new in this Far Cry 5 is expeditions. They mentioned everywhere and it's there's also separate missions, basically side missions, different map that is totally not related to current one. That's something more depth, kind of, but yeah, I don't know. In the same time, there's for the pros, for the in the game depths, I have written weapon upgrades are pointless. Yes, you can upgrade weapons, any level weapons you can spend for upgrades, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. That kind of they try to have this depth in weapons, but it's not working. I see no point. Sorry, maybe just me, but it's not enough if you then give this upgrade a chance that only thing it does increases damage by 5%. And another thing for game depth, I don't know in which point it better suits, is bystanders you can't hire. There's a rooster where you can get your companions, but in Far Cry 5 you could also hire any random guy that is walking by the street and is fighting for the cause. You can just hire, and he's not as good as your companion from the rooster, but here it's not. They took away from us. I don't like it when they take away things from me. But still, yeah, for the game depths, I'm giving 7, which is good. Nothing super exciting, but for Far Cry, it's still cool. I have for different type of games, it's more suitable for review. But I have controls. There's no pros. Everything is familiar. Almost nothing new. Easy, intuitive, very nice. Yeah. Yes, I died. I died in my video. Yes, I recorded and I thought to show you. So yeah, I'm giving controls 8. There's nothing super cool new, but I don't think there should be at this level. The running, the crouching, the jumping, everything is familiar and it's very good. Nothing specific I wanted here. Moving on, last 2 points. Point number 9 is gameplay. There's also a lot of things to talk, and I actually struggled to mention for this particular point cons, like good parts, but what I did, which is basically together with game pushing all the time, the action, pushing you forward, pushing everything, and great fighting experience, because at the end this game is all about fight. You will find rarely at the moment when you can stand still or when there's no one shooting next to you. I'm not saying it particularly is awesome, but probably I don't know. But yeah, when the fight is on, it's amazing. You have arrows, you have throwables, you have weapons, you can melee execute. This is really awesome. And but for the pros, I have also some things to say. And what we have there, yeah, that's that's the exact first point. Even if the fights are great, the action is too much. You can see from the I'm literally doing nothing in the background, and all the time there's no moment of silence. There's shooting, there's fighting, there's like it's like where those people are coming from, why it's so busy, and it's always good. There's no gamer that likes empty world. You need some balance in between. You can't just all the time throw some cars and dudes with shotguns at you and expect that to be accepted as normal. As you can see, there's like the cars and enemies are coming just from nowhere, and they're going to nowhere. It's a bit too much. Next point I'm mentioning, don't start screaming at me, but silent approach is not rewarding. And by that I mean, when you take outpost, yes, you can do it silently, undetected, you will get more ethanol. At this point, when I finish the game, I have 2000 ethanol. I have nowhere to keep it. It's pointless. But all the other resources for the upgrades and I don't know, unlocks and everything, those you can't boost by doing silent. So the silent is kind of rewarded, but it's rewarded with useless currency, which is, and I don't like it. I just, yeah, I know, and the game is fun, of course, to play with explosives and everything, but still. And another point for the gameplay, the melee fight seems unfair. By that I mean, if enemies have not noticed you or you just going around them, you can execute them. One click, kill, awesome. But when there is a melee fight, like bashing with melee weapons, they knock you down with the one hit, and you cannot knock them down. You just bash with your melee until they die. It's for me, it's like kind of why it should be like that. But anyways, that's the point. That's my aim for gameplay. I have only 7. I say only 7 because I think it could be more. And now last point is experience. Let's start with the bad things. It's companions. AI is ridiculous. The only basically companion I like is Gina and Dogo. All the snipers, all the silence, all the everything. They just can't line up the shot. It's ridiculous. Sorry, but it's ridiculous. I really dislike AIs. It's really bad. And the second thing about experience, the golden boys, I call the last highest level enemies. They have golden stars. They are a bit ridiculous. I'm playing on hard mode and everything seems easy, like quite easy, until you meet golden boys, because they see you from far away, they notice you right away. It's like a bit like kind of I don't like it. they are annoying. They are easy to kill still in a melee. One button click and they are dead. So I don't see any reason why they are so annoying, and they can see you far away. But the good part is experience is everything you what expected from Far Cry. There's fights, there's burning cars, there's yeah, I will die probably here. Everything what you expected. A bit shorter game than Far Cry 5, but the explosions, the fire, and everything, it's still there. So I like it, and that's why I'm giving a rating 8.5 for the experience. Yes, I'm dying. And my overall rating for this game is 7.5. I believe. Yes, this is where the game. Yeah, I need to put in loop. Sorry for that. I didn't expect for me to talk too much. But overall rating 7.5 for Far Cry New Dawn, which is I think good. I was expecting more, but I'm taking into consideration that the game is cheaper than Far Cry 5, and if you are putting price per what you gain, it's approximately the same. Yeah, if yeah, probably you have any comments or you don't agree with something, just write down in the comment section. We will have a discussion about it. But yeah, if you are thinking about the game, keep in mind it's really short. It's full Far Cry experience, so yeah, maybe the video helped you anyway in any way, so you can show me that by liking or following or do nothing of that. Thank you guys for watching. This is Maris, and we will meet in next game, next videos, and next probably tips and tricks. Alright guys, that's it for today. Cheers and bye.